this is just a short video today. I had to say something about it. I had to have a rant. Apparently, spirit guides are now discussing Donald Trump with mere mortal humans. Yes, and I know that's true because I've seen it very recently on YouTube. There's an American lady, a psychic medium, she says, and she is in great earnest explaining how her spirit guides have been talking to her about Donald Trump, about his finances, about how he's struggling to gain financial backing and why he's going to fail. Now, all of that may well be true, but I've got a sneaking suspicion that this is not so much to do with spirit guides, more to do with her own agenda. And you would think, wouldn't you, that people would say, oh, come on, really? But no, oh no. I looked at the comments and Trump haters were pretty pleased about all of this and, you know, treating it as if it was a perfectly normal thing. Now, I don't know about Donald Trump. This is not anything to do with my personal view or feelings about Donald Trump. But do you honestly think that spirit guides are going to be discussing another human soul with anyone in this world and discussing their private business and discussing them negatively? Or do you think that there could be a little bit of delusion going on in there? Let me know in your comments anyway down below. But this is not the first time I've seen dead people or non-physical people being blamed for things that are nothing to do with them. They're being hijacked in a way. I once eavesdropped on a conversation between some ladies who were talking about the spiritualist church, and one of them had been told, but I can't remember whether it was her spirit guides or it was another medium. Anyway, but she had been told that her dead uncle, her deceased uncle, was actually going to have to come back to this world because he'd been so bad. He'd been a bad person. So he was going to have to reincarnate and he was going to have to pay the price for what he did in his previous incarnation. And he was going to have to put a lot of things right. So again, dead people, the gossipy fraternity. See, you can't escape it when you die. There are still going to be gossips. There are still going to be trolls. Unfortunately, that's the bad news. And I remember tutting to myself as if just, I wished, because I shouldn't have been eavesdropping, otherwise I would have said something, but it was interesting. And I've actually had customers who have come to ask me, what does my dead mother now think of my sister now that she can see her from that vantage point? She always thought that butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. Well, I hope she can see her more realistically now. You know, I've had a few of those kind of requests, and I have to say to them, look, I'm sorry, I can't do this. I mean, can you imagine dying, leaving this world, and you can't escape the sibling rivalry. You can't escape the family feuds. You think at least dying would bring you some peace from conflict in this world, wouldn't you? But no, apparently not. So anyway, there you go. I told you it was going to be a short rant, but this kind of thing is really, really common. And I promise you, it's rubbish. It's just crap. And this is one of the reasons I distance myself from the psychic arena in the ways in which I can. So if you want to hear more from me, the Grounded Psychic, and the occasional rant, then please subscribe. I'm currently revamping this channel and I'm using it as a platform to promote and present an intelligent approach to the psychic and spiritual arena. And I think that about sums it up.